We need a parrot, a cookie parrot.
What's the word?
All right, this is when we take a word that we don't know the meaning, but we tell you the meaning. Welcome to Good Mythical More. The word is...
Pantagruelian.
Panta means everywhere. And gruel means nasty food slop. So it's when you're swimming in nasty food slop?
No, it's when you are that as a person. I've run into a few.
So a person who's just a walking slop of food. It's an insult.
A Pantagruelian from the Isle of Pantagruel.
All right, we know we're right about that, so let's just move on into determining the best milk alternative for cookie dipping. We have some pea milk here. We have
Pea milk.
some macadamia milk.
That sounds like something that we would create on the show with our own urine.
Of course, we have some almond milk. We have some milked walnuts. We have some milked cashews. When you say it like that, it starts to feel weird. Like cashew milk, cool. Milked cashews, weird.
You've never milked nuts?
Milked hazelnuts.
I've milked nuts in all 7 seas.
This is some fancy stuff here. From, what brand is this? Elmhurst, not a sponsor. And Milkadamia, and then Ripple.
Mrs. Field just got me on the back of the throat.
Now it says shake well, so we've got these. You want to just go down the thingamajig?
Made with 11 hazelnuts, 11 cashews, 8 walnuts, and 18 almonds. It takes 18 almonds to make. Oh, in every glass.
Oh wow. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm a cookie dipper, as I said. Now we're gonna use these
And here's the
Cookie
thing.
Kahuna.
Might I point out?
Captain's gotta clear his throat.
You used to dip soft batch, and soft batch are so dense they don't get any milk at all. The beauty of a real of a Chips Ahoy cookie is that it's crispy, and then when dipped, it becomes this magical substance. Soft batch cookies, man, are not for dipping. That's you're dipping something that's not intended for dipping. It's got the chemical moisture built in.
All right, I agree with that. I don't know why I did it.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna start with almond milk, because that's, you know,
Familiar territory.
Now, Josh, you have an opinion as to why we're using Cookie Kahuna. Tell us about the Cookie Kahuna, not a sponsor.
Yeah, so Wally Amos started Famous Amos in the 70s with a $25,000 investment from singer Marvin Gaye. And then by 1982, that is a real story.
Wally Amos
He was a talent
took
agent.
Marvin Gaye's money.
Yeah, well, he invested Marvin Gaye's money and eventually sold over $10 million in product in 1982. He fell on hard times. Cookie business wasn't as good as it used to
Cookie
be.
business.
Cookie business.
That cookie business.
And so he gradually had to start selling steaks in his company. And
Oh, he moved on to
eventually-
steaks.
Come on in, Josh.
Alex pushed me out here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, with a hat like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't invite
So
you
great.
over.
I love the set.
Well, look at the way it grabs hold of that milk. Finish your story.
Wally Amos had to sell his likeness and everything to pay off certain debts. So he completely lost control of the company, I believe in the late 80s. He eventually started a new cookie company called Wally Amos Presents, but then he got sued by his own company for using his own name and likeness. He then changed that to Uncle No Name's Cookies, and then he eventually tried to pivot by selling low-fat diet muffins during the Atkins craze. Fast forward 20 years, in the year 2015, and he has come out with a brand new cookie product called Cookie Kahuna, where he is again not allowed to use his name or likeness on the cover, but you still see he's wearing the signature Panama hat, and he even uses a little bit of petty trolling language, the original taste that made me famous.
Oh!
That's the story of Cookie Kahuna. And
Let me tell you right now, that cookie is twice as good as any cookie that we just tasted. I feel like I have to redefine the scale.
You give this a 10?
I give it I give it an 18.
Did you eat it without dipping?
No.
Oh. Now this is almond milk, but this is some high dollar almond milk, and it is very thick.
That's good. It's really good.
So
it's from a dairy.
This is not the almond milk that this is not Fly By Night.
Weird.
This is This is some thick stuff.
Can I grab?
This is from a historic American dairy. Why y'all making almond milk at a dairy? Insulting the cows.
What are you asking for?
Well, I wanted to try the almond milk. I don't mean to be needy. I don't mean it. Well, you're weird. You don't like. You're weird about germs.
No, we're done with that now.
You're done with that. I can have your scraps. It
That's the
just
way
feels
this
like old
works.
times.
We dip, you drink. Next one, Link.
That one's pretty good.
It's so thick.
Let's go with the next most familiar one, to me at least, cashews. I moved on to cashew milk in my smoothies.
Shake well, it says.
It's a little more bitter than almond milk, but you sound a little more sophisticated when you're like, almond milk? No, I drink cashew milk. You sound a little more refined. That's how I make all my decisions, based on how they will make me perceive publicly.
I feel that.
I have no
Do you
soul.
think that cashew milk is a little more what?
Bittery.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that does to the cookie.
Now, do you not agree these cookies are incredible? You seem slow on the trigger there. That's a great cookie,
I think they're
man.
very good, yeah. But the Mrs. Fields was a little softer and cakey, and I
Cashew milk does not grab hold in the same way that almonds do. You notice that?
But it has a fattier taste.
Can I dip?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I think it tastes better. I like this better.
I don't like it worse.
All right.
I don't like it worse. That's a good cookie, man.
Let's put that one a little bit.
Yeah, one with pecans on.
Oh, you got ones with pecans in them?
No, because you wanted pecans.
You like the cashews better than the almonds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cashew milk has more natural fat to it.
Yeah.
Almonds have
Yeah.
to me, almond milk's more bitter.
It's
Well, okay.
better.
You know, almond skins.
2 out of 3 agree.
Walnuts are
Organic
definitely
quality
more
to it.
bitter.
Yes.
Walnuts are the bitterest of all nuts.
Well, let's go with walnuts next.
I've always said that.
Um,
I don't like walnuts in my desserts because they're so bitter. I like pecans in my desserts because they're not as bitter. But we don't have pecans. Oh gosh.
the darkness.
Is
This
that
looks like
chocolate?
it looks like a mocha.
Pecans are
Like
better
a-
walnuts, but they're not as fancy. So if you're trying to project the image outward that you're like a fancy gentleman who eats exotic nuts,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel like
I always
walnuts are-
eat walnuts. I just don't like it.
yeah, you'll publicly eat them, but in private.
Right, right. Can I have
Walnut in
those,
the streets, pecan,
those pecan cookies you were?
in the sheets. You like that one?
Yeah.
Man,
Walnut
I feel
and
sorry for this
cheese.
guy.
I know, honestly, he refused to even back Famous Amos. They tried to hire him back for 2 years as a spokesperson.
No!
And he was just like, you added caramel coloring, you took out the real vanilla extract, this isn't the cookie that I made. And Wally Amos always says,
Yeah.
I'm not selling cookies, I'm selling happiness.
That's right.
And they turned his dream into a nightmare.
That's like if all of a sudden somebody took our show from us and called it Good Mystical Morning, and then they wanted us to promote it.
If it was starring the rapper Mystical,
Mystical.
Mystical.
I'd do that for the right price. I'd do that.
Wow.
That'd be sweet, though. You guys are great, but Mystical. Come on.
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
All right. This is overwhelmingly walnutty. Wow. It is bitter. It is not working for the cookie.
It's too much.
Grab it.
So the cashew is still in the lead. I'm keeping that one here.
What'd you do with the almonds?
I don't know. Where is that? I don't know where it is.
We lost it.
Let's use some of these.
Did you want to?
I heard a lot of great things about these.
Yeah.
You want to
It
try
just
these?
seems wrong to eat them now.
Yeah, after all
don't,
that.
don't even bring them out, man.
Here's a Mrs. Fields. Here's the winner. See, that's a soft cookie.
I'm in agreement with you. That soft cookies that are shelf stable and prepackaged are an abomination and a weird chemically taste.
Yeah.
All right, so
Me
now
and professional chefs agree.
we got some hazelnuts happening.
I'm not a hazelnut fan. I love Nutella, but it would be better if it wasn't hazelnut. It'd be better if it was. It'd be better if it was peanuts.
Hold on. With your foot.
I still like it though, because that chocolate part's really good.
Now I like Amos's new cookies, but
I eat them. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna eat these.
I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Angie and her company. Started a cookie company back in North Carolina, Southern Sugar Bakery, and
They make some good cookies.
we couldn't get her cookies in time, but I will give them a shout out. Check out Southern Sugar Bakery. They'll send you some good chocolate chip cookies. They're not mass produced, so you can get away with that soft, fresh, but still shipped.
Hazelnuts have too distinct of a flavor.
Yeah, it's
Emphasis on distinct.
something weird.
You know what I'm saying? It throws it off. Let's try macadamia.
Eesh.
We got 2 more to get
I just
through
don't
here.
like this milk.
I like the walnut. I thought the walnut tasted really dignified.
Dignified?
It tastes like an artisan made it.
You look
You pour the pea,
dignified.
I'll pour this. Did you shake it first?
Nope, I didn't. I will.
Macadamia. This should be. I'm predicting this is gonna be my fave.
I thought it said milkademia, and I thought it was.
Whoa, look
a
how thick!
School about
Look at that! Whoa, so viscous.
This is kind of thin.
Macadamias are like 50% fat or more, right? I mean, they're super fat.
They're mad expensive too. I don't know how much we paid for that, but I imagine it's not
Yeah.
something I'd fit in my daily budget.
We should start a macadamia farm.
I think this is gonna
They
do
can't
it.
be hard to grow. How hard can it be?
Yeah, it's just nuts.
You gotta hold it for a while, man. You can't just dip quick.
We can dip too.
We can double dip.
We can double. Do you make eye contact? Or you
I'm not looking
don't?
at you,
Okay,
no.
sorry.
It doesn't distract from the cookie.
Ooh.
The cookie's so sweet. That I can't tell that the milk is sweet.
That's got a real clean crispness to it that I really like, and it really mimics milk.
It does not interfere at all with the cookie. That's my favorite so far.
Agreed. It's perfect milk mimicry.
But I have not tasted pea milk. But I'm about to.
I think cashew is still better than that for me, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you should apologize for that.
You think this is better than cashew? You think this is the leader?
I do, I think.
Well, I predicted it, but now I disagree with it.
One more cookie. Pea milk, man. This is going to really hold on to your cookies. And you better hold on to your cookies while you taste it. It's so thick. Look at that. It's like pudding.
So that happens when you mess up like the Jell-O instant pudding recipe, and you're like, well, you gotta eat it anyways. Wow. It creates like a meniscus on top.
That seems good to me. I'm not experiencing anything negative.
It's sort of a weird aftertaste. But that's kind of the case with all non-milk milks.
I would call that flavorless for the most part. It really allows the cookie to shine. But I'm voting for cashew. That's my most dippable right now.
I'm voting for macadamia, and I'm saying pea milk is the second best option.
I'm saying pea milk is my second.
Macadamia then walnut because of its dignified, and that is like if you had a plain flavored Pepto-Bismol.
Which is not bad.
Yeah, fair.
All right, so no clear winner here. You're gonna have to judge for yourself.
That's right.
The tour of Mythicality will continue in the comfort of your own home. The forthcoming tour special includes the live performance plus a never-before-seen documentary film. Pre-order it now on iTunes.